Air signs. Hello. My name is KD, and this is My Truth Journey Tarot 777. I want to thank you for joining me. This is a general message for the air signs. We're doing something like an energy check-in, see what we may need to expect and or what we may need to know when it comes to this current energy. Please keep in mind, though, that this is a general message and it may not resonate with everyone. So I ask that you please take what resonates and leave what doesn't, because this message intent is strictly for guidance, air signs. Now there's something I want to share with you when it comes to this energy. The planet Mars is significant. Also Mercury. Right now we're in Mercury retrograde, so there is some energy of issues when it comes to communications, electronics, and things like that. Also, with Mercury retrograde energy, a lot of the past comes back to see if you learned your lessons and see how you're going to deal with past situations and or past circumstances. Are you going to repeat the same patterns, or are you going to, or have you learned from your mistakes or learned these lessons? Yet with this Mars energy, pertains to your ambition. It also pertains to lust, your motivation, anger. In this energy, we have a call to action as well. And this is called call to action in your physical body, as well as this Mars energy talks about your devotion. How devoted are you? A Sagittarius could be significant in this energy. You could have Sagittarius in your chart. You could be dealing with someone, a Sagittarius, or someone with Sagittarius in their chart. And with that energy of Sagittarius, we have the energy of searching for the truth. We have the energy of some positivity, which is great, seeking calmness, and there's an adventurous energy as well with Sagittarius. This energy focuses in areas of your sixth house, and this represents your health, your day-to-day activities, your hygiene routines. If you have pets, it's about pet care. And this is also an energy that involves your coworkers. So right now in this energy, we have the energy of the uncharted sea, and something about seeing beyond what meets the eye in this energy as well, air signs. So let's see here. I'm starting with my Oracle deck, the 7 Energies Oracle deck, just to get some guidance on this energy at this time and see what it is that we need to expect for the air signs and or what we need to know when it comes to this situation. So it's like this energy is about being you, the royal you. And this energy is also about stepping into your purpose, not repeating the same patterns, you know what I'm saying, doing things different, voyaging out to uncharted territories, seeing things that you haven't seen and or experienced before. So we have underlying into me I see, and how it's important to quiet your mind right now so the true you, your inner you, can shine through at this time, Sagittarius. And I hope that makes sense. So when it comes to this situation, we have the energy of earth magic. When it comes to the challenge, we have the energy of awakening the genius that's inside of you. And your focus should be on your roots of abundance, Sagittarius. Oh, God, I said Sagittarius. So, pardon me, air signs. So, again, Sagittarius is significant in this energy. You could be a Sagittarius looking for your earth placement, as well as you can have Sagittarius in your chart. But there's some Sagittarius energy that is currently lingering. I want to start off some messages from the book on the meanings and the messages that are sent to you when it comes to this current energy. Now, underlying, this has something to do with intimacy. It has something to do with having trust in another and being able to drop your shields. At certain precious moments, you're called into a deep and meaningful connection with the world or another person. A magical affinity arises with the kind of intimacy that in turn encourages a great understanding of yourself. The relationship acts as a mirror, helping you see your own patterns. What it reflects about you can further your own personal evolution. Now is the time to take a risk by connecting with another. Can you see how far you've come? Can you see what is still active within you that needs to change or heal? You will discover more about who you are as you discover more about another, even if you cannot possibly know what it's truly like to be in someone else's shoes. You can listen and learn. This is a magical gift being offered to you right now. The concept applies beyond romantic connection. What do the dynamics in your closest friendship, work relationships, and family say about you? Relationships are extraordinary opportunities for healing. When predicated on honesty and caring, they have a great impact on how you contribute to the world. Intimate relationships hold up a mirror of truth and reveal more treasures than you might ever expect. If you can look into it, take a risk, and see everything as beautiful, even in its imperfections, imagine how deep you could go. So this situation has to do with earth magic. With earth magic, it's about being grounded in nature, the quiet, dark place where all things begin, where essence is first ignited before manifestation, knowing you are part of the earth and she is a part of you has to do with this situation. So it's like getting grounded and honing into the power that's within you. And in order to get grounded, you have to calm your mind. You know what I mean? You have to take that time to yourself. You have to be able to go inward to find the answers that you're looking for. And it's also about taking action on what you find when you go inward. You know what I mean? And making that choice. The challenge is in awakening the genius that's inside of you. And this talks about the fire that's within inside of you, air signs. And in awakening the genius in you, it talks about, let's see. What you believe, how you believe in yourself, what you tell yourself. It also talks about the challenges connecting to spirit, your creativity, birthing new ideas, you know what I mean? Really tuning into that genius that's inside of you. The focus in its energy at this time, air signs, should be about roots of abundance. And with roots of abundance, it talks about being stabilized by deep roots, anchoring yourself, and feeling secure in your life. Trust and believe in abundance. This card signals you to pay attention to how you're anchored in the story of your life. Trust that you will be taken care of. The world is full of limitless potential and will nourish you according to your beliefs, regardless of temporary outer conditions. You are not a victim of life. Life happens for you, not to you. Even if you sometimes slip into that way of thinking, if you are grounded and internally steadfast, nothing can uproot you, and you have the ability to manifest your intentions with ease. The message here is simple. Your life is safe and secure, and your intentions are coming to fruition. All your hopes and dreams are firmly grounded and taking root so that you can reach for the stars in your life and expand your dreams further than you can imagine. Everything in the Everything in the material world is a reflection of your inner world. You are unstoppable and unshakable because you believe that you are abundant. Know that you can easily move from merely surviving to thriving when you pay attention to staying grounded. If you find yourself in ungrounded thinking, now is the time for radical trust. Growth never follows a straight line. You will manifest what you need when you need it. A tall, healthy tree doesn't need to hold on to ground for dear life. It knows it will not fly away with the wind because its roots are planted in the deep earth. This is all beautiful energy for my air signs. It's very nice. Grounding, being grounded in this energy is so important. And it's a possibility that, there's some energies that took you out of your body, you know what I'm saying, and have you ungrounded. It could be situations at work. It could be situations that when it comes to love and romance, and it can also be situations when it comes to your family. So, what do we have for my earth signs? My air signs. We have the King of Swords energy. This is your energy, as well as the Six of Wands. But the Six of Wands energy is not really in a victorious energy. You may not feel like you are being recognized, or you may not feel like you have been recognized when it comes to your choices and your decisions. Somebody may think that, they didn't make the right decision. They're not reaping the benefits. This isn't the outcome that they thought it would be when it came to a choice or a decision that they made. Yeah, so there's somebody, a Libra, a Gemini, or Aquarius that has made some type of decision. They didn't trust their better judgment. They weren't grounded in this situation. They didn't believe in themselves. This is someone in this energy that may have followed someone else that was insensitive, someone that was controlling. So this is someone that is not able to make their own decisions, and it seems to have gotten themselves in a conundrum where they did some dark shit, and they may have reaped some empty rewards from their actions, but it's not the words slip my mind exactly. Like I know what I'm feeling, but it's just not coming out. Someone, yeah, they got empty rewards, basically, is all I can say right now about it, because it was false. They got any recognition, or they got, yeah, they got recognition basically off of somebody else's back, off of somebody else's energy. That's through being deceitful, stealing something from someone, just not being honorable. So it's an empty reward. And now they're faced with a tower because they built something on a false foundation. It wasn't out of love, it wasn't out of empathy, compassion, sympathy, nothing. It had no merit. It was built basically on a false foundation. So this is somebody that thinks they have all the answers, they know everything. Not choosing wisely, not thinking wisely before they make a choice. So now with the hangman, they're seeing this situation, or this could be you seeing this situation for exactly what it is. And now you're ready to make an offer to something real with the Ten of Cups. You're ready to move in the right direction with the Knight, the Knight of Swords. But someone else, they're stuck with a Queen of Pentacles, some dark woman, some dark energy, somebody that's materialistic, someone that's vain, just a dark spirit that's not victorious. This is someone that uses like dark magic. This is like a dark witch. They try to come up on other people's downfall. This is the energy that you get tied up with that causes destruction in your life, causes you to be homeless and things like that. This is that energy by listening to others and trying to be better than other people and things like that. So someone now is being faced with burdens. And it seems like this is someone in an opposing energy to you. Someone that's been an opposing energy trying to cause you burdens. Or this is the energy. I don't know. It feels so, I don't know. I guess it's like a wishy-washy type of energy. We got the Three of Swords. Someone not trying to look at the pain, the hurt that they cause. This is like somebody in his energy that won't look at their part. And now they're feeling defeated with the Nine of Wands. While some of you see the light, you see the truth for what it is. You're not lying to yourself. You're not caught up in this illusion. You're not in the energy of trying to one-up on somebody. You're not in the energy of winning at all costs. But at the beginning and at the end of the day, you're not stupid. You know what I'm saying? You're not stupid. You know energy. You know how important it is to stay grounded. You're very intellectual. If you sleep for a minute, you know what I'm saying? If you're out of, in your mind, or if you got caught up in this bullshit, you're strong enough to get up out of it. You're not going to allow anyone to try to one-up on you. You're not going to allow anyone to try to cause you to feel defeated or a victim of your circumstances. It's like, it's somebody in your energy or this is a situation that you dealt with from a bad decision. You might have made the bad decision, but you corrected it by walking away from false people, walking away from people that try to one up on other people, walking away from heartache, healing yourself, becoming grounded, knowing that you got shit to do out here. And if somebody doesn't want to do it with you, you trust that, God is going to send you somebody. You trust that, you'll meet somebody. Understanding that this situation was not your end all be all. You know what I'm saying? And ain't nobody going to try to force you or bully you into feeling or believing that you're something that you're not. Because they failed to see it, because they're a follower. So somebody got hit with like a form of a double-edged sword, in a sense. Empty victories. This is like a weakling, Your truth can, bury their lies, you know what I mean? Someone really chose dark means to try and one up someone, to try and control someone. Somebody went through to dark means, their lower self, dark energy, witchcraft, or whatever, thinking that they had power over you in this situation, thinking that they're better than someone in this situation. I don't know. It's an energy of trying to be better than God, even. So when it comes to this situation, we have a fool in your energy, an old fool, someone that makes the wrong decisions or made the wrong decisions, someone that's stuck in some type of loop. They're not complete in cycles, they're repeating cycles over and over and over again. They're not learning from their mistakes. For some reason, they're challenged by you and the things that you do. They're wishing bad on you. They wish bad on your energy. They want to cause a death to your happiness, your faith, your determination, your appreciation, all of that. And this is because of someone else's mistake. This is because of someone else's wrongdoing. I don't know. It feels like they're going after the wrong one, though. It's so terrible because this energy is sad that someone is wishing bad on someone else because they made the wrong choices in their life, because they fumbled a bag. They fumbled a wise one, a beautiful one. They fumbled their blessing in this situation. And you're still trying to juggle this situation, in a sense, juggle the darkness, you know what I'm saying? And it's not even juggle the darkness, but juggle knowing that these obstacles, this type of energy just keeps coming towards you in certain people and certain situations. Focus at this time on trusting your intuition. focus at this time on always doing the right thing, having morals, having integrity, having respect for yourself, as well as having faith, having willpower, having courage. Most importantly, it's about staying grounded through adversities, staying rooted, knowing that you can't be shaken and you cannot be moved by this dark negative energy. Hold on, collective. It's so important for you not to be shaken and not to be broken by this dark energy that's basically is surrounding you, that's basically trying to be projected onto you. Yeah, we got the dark energy of Knight of Wands. Someone just is very unhappy. Their home is unhappy. Their home is dark. You know what I'm saying? They're not on no type of new adventure. They could possibly be broke. While you're in an energy of a new beginning with the Ace of Pentacles. And this is the energy that's trying to distract you from that, and also possibly trying to take that energy away from you somehow. And I say somehow, and somehow is somebody is using like dark magic. I don't know, like they could be conjuring up things. They're doing rituals by the moon possibly. I mean, they could be using a 369 method and writing some dark shit down. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's always a polarity. Excuse me. You know what I'm saying? It's dark and it's light, and it's somebody that's in your energy in darkness. Someone that is emotionally unavailable, emotionally unintelligent, apparently because they decided to go this route. It's someone that doesn't think before they make decisions. Every decision they make, they end up in the dark. They end up without. Whoever this is needs to go sit down, or whatever energies that they plan with needs to come and get them, because they're a waste of energy. Somebody's mad because you're still striving. You're being guided and advised to focus on this energy of the Seven of Pentacles. Happy in the energy of gratitude, happy for where you have your home, appreciating your home, your foundation, focus, and having faith and believe in yourself, taking it one step at a time, one day at a time, staying in the moment, you know what I'm saying, and being grateful, being patient with yourself, being happy through this process. Take control. You're being guided and asked to focus on your own life with the Emperor. This is your show. You the star of the show. This situation is trying to break you. But I believe that Spirit is allowing you to go through this situation for it to make you who you are. You're going through this situation in order to refine the power that's in you. You're going to this situation in order for you to get more connected to your soul, connected to your roots, connected to your spirit, being unshakable, unmovable in this energy. I guess I'm considered the old head now, but I hear, what's his name? What you talking about, Willis? What was his name though? Gary Coleman, Arnold? I don't know, one of them. But what you talk about, Willis? Like, what is they talking about with this book and these spells and stuff like that? You gotta see beyond what's in front of you. You know what I'm saying? Know when Dennis is involved, and Dennis I consider the devil. Dennis, recruits menaces. This is Dennis and the menaces energy. Menacing your life or trying to. While you're being guided in this energy to stay happy, to laugh, to have fun, and to heal at this time. Fuck is they talking about? Fuck what they talking about. Someone is in their head, daydreaming, stuck, delusional, hoping and dreaming the worst for you instead of being in happy energy and loving themselves, and you know what I'm saying, going towards the light, the sun, getting some fucking energy from the sun. Shit. Alright, so there's an opposing energy in the air signs energy. Someone is bitter, someone is angry, and someone is very, very petty. And they're trying to project this negative energy towards you. I don't know. They chose the dark side in life, and that was their choice. And now they're stressed out. They got migraines. They're worrying because of their own bullshit. And this is the energy right now, and this energy trying to project this energy on you. Somebody in masculine energy. Some type of father figure that needs to heal. You're being asked to right now focus on in your masculine energy, not being in your emotions too much about this situation, understanding that it is time to move. You need to focus on your longevity. You need to focus on your legacy, healing and self-care. While someone is just greedy, they're stuck in lust, they're not grounded, they on some by any means necessary shit. They're very inconsiderate, and right now they're paranoid. They're cautious, they're insecure, they're guarded. They're facing upheavals, they're facing disasters, they're facing their motherfucking downfall. Stagnant, the stuck and frozen. And that's that energy, that magic, that bullshit, that type of energy that they've tried to project on you. So I feel like you know who I'm talking to. Alright? They went against someone that chose the light side, the light. You know what I mean? Chose to be optimistic. Chose success. You know what I'm saying? You already know where you're going. And this energy was sent here. This energy, I guess, it was in your life to delay you, to keep you in your head, to keep you overextending yourself until you hit rock bottom. Who the fuck? And some of you already know who this is. A narcissist, someone that's egotistical, an opportunist, and they soft. What's been repeating itself is this emotions. They've been projecting on your emotions, projecting in your mind, having you feel emotional, having you feel worried, having you feeling fearful. And you're being asked to get away from this energy, relax, have fun. You know what I'm saying? Don't hide yourself any longer. They wanted you to be rejected, wanted you in isolation. Everything that they wanted from you is returning back to them. And now they're finally seeing it. And now you should finally see that there's some type of psychopath that's in your energy, a psychopath you dealt with, that's abusive, conniving, and unpredictable. Someone that you have blocked, and you're being guided to move on from this nobody. Having nothing to say to anyone in this energy, not allowing these phone calls. This was a karmic in your life, a hater, third parties. This is energy for you to learn about two-faced people, cheaters, and backstabbers, and understanding that you have to keep your distance from this type of energy. Whoever this is someone that you divorced, you ghosted, and or separated from them. And now you're being asked to slow down, take some time, get out in nature, and smell the mother-loving roses. Somebody's stressed out, they worry, and they trying to project this energy onto you. Look at the Mercury retrograde. Have you learned your lesson? And this is for them, this Mercury retrograde energy. Are you going to learn your message, the lesson from this, you moron? So this is a cowardice energy, if you ask me, having to resort to magic to try to get your way. This is the energy, again, of followers. This is the energy of people that don't believe in themselves. Most importantly, followers. Low energy level type individuals. Cowards. And the crazy thing is, they're all around. This is somebody from your past that has a false foundation. No celebration. Having conflict with others. Lack of support. They breaking down. Having conflict at home. And they did this to themselves. Everybody, we all got choices. We all have free will. That's that term, what you eat don't make me shit type thing. Like, now you gotta go away. Like, it's time to banish this type of energy, banish the situation from your life. No longer going back to it in your mind, feeling like you made the wrong decision, you did something wrong. No, you didn't. This was just a lesson for you to go into things, I don't know, not how somebody look, go into situations, not how you'll look in that situation, not being vain, you know what I'm saying? You may have really grew to love somebody despite, initially, this somebody probably being cute, or somebody probably having, some money or whatever. You got to see beyond the bullshit. And you have to be grounded within yourself to make the right decisions for yourself. You know what I'm saying? You got to be connected to the earth, be connected to your soul, be connected to your spirit. With the Hierophant and the Ten of Cups, like, you got to really do it right. Trusting your intuition. Religion plays a part in decisions. You don't always have to do what society does, but I still believe in having respect, having integrity, having morals. I think that part is, what is definitely needed. Before you choose to bond with someone, using your wisdom, trusting your inner gut. You have to be balanced in your spirit and in the physical in order to have that true harmony that you're looking for. Blissful relationships, alignment, inner happiness, fulfillment, dreams coming true. It can't just be one-sided. And you can't go back and forth. You got to choose a side. Either you're going to choose to do the right thing, live in integrity, live in respect, have values for yourself, God, in some instances, I don't know, you could follow the Ten Commandments in a sense, you know what I'm saying? Having some type of structure to go on. Basically, again, just living in truth. When you're going for something, you're going for the better good for everybody involved and not just yourself. When going through something or going towards something, you want to be ambitious. You want to be successful. You know what I mean? You want to be able to defend your beliefs and what you go through. You want to be able to celebrate. You want to be in a connection with a friend. Be able to collaborate, collectivity, creativity. You know what I mean? Being in happiness when you socialize or when you connect to somebody. You don't want to be in the energy of regret, feeling disappointed and being pessimistic. And basically, this is what this decision has caused someone. If someone would have chosen to work with you and not to work against you, things could have been all right. You might have saw potential in this situation. You know what I mean? At first, again, it could have been a cutie. It could have been somebody with some stability. You know what I'm saying? That you grew to love, you learned to love. But you have the strength, you have the courage, you have the compassion, the power, the persuasion, the focus. You got it all. You got it. The strength, you know what I mean, to push through this energy. You have the power, you have the strength, you have the ability to control this situation. It's so important for you to love yourself. It's so important for you to rest. Be able to take that time to relax, take time to meditate, to contemplate about situations. Sometimes you must retreat into solitude in order to gain your power back, to recharge. You have to be able to relax and meditate in order to help you before you make your decisions. By not, I will say, consorting to spirit, not consorting to your soul, your inner guidance, your ancestors, you know what I'm saying, your spirit guides, before making these difficult decisions. You make sure you weigh your options so you don't end up at a deadlock. No matter what this situation has brung you, this chaos and, energy trying to defeat you, you stayed and you must stay, and you have stayed in your compassion, comfort, your calm, being nurturing, although it might have been hard. To maintain your emotional stability, again, continue to care for yourself, continue to trust your intuition. New energy is arising, allowing some rapid actions, you to move. A swift change is happening, able to manifest and make quick decisions. It may be some travel. You're being asked to step into your leadership qualities with the King of Wands. Be a visionary, an entrepreneur, looking at the big picture, overcoming challenges, being mature with your decisions, and career focus. And that's going to bring you the beautiful Ten of Pentacles, because that's what you're looking for. Financial wealth, security, family, long-term success. not holding on to the past. But it's important to save your money at this time, because your money has been an issue that's been on repeat. So saving money to secure your foundation, not being in a scarcity mindset, but having control. Because you see the bigger picture, you got a bigger plan. And it's all about you, in order to accomplish this, you being balanced, being focused, everything in moderation, having patience, being sensible, purposeful. You got this with, and your spirit guides have you. When it comes to, I don't know, these illusions, this dark magic, people working in the darkness, know that it's an illusion. Always trust your intuition. This energy is about completing this cycle, and in this completing of the cycle, it's not to be selfish. It's about being selfless. You know what I mean? Not being in our ego, doing the right thing because this is the right thing that you want to do. You know what I mean? Helping, nurturing others, just being in that loving and compassionate energy. You're learning more about your courage. You're learning more about yourself and your persistence. You're learning about having faith, because your faith has been tested through all of this. You're learning about your resilience. You're learning about how important it is to create boundaries on fuck people and fuck shit. You've been through a lot, but it's so important not to be pessimistic here. It's so important to understand the times when you need to think in your head over your heart, and be disciplined, be truthful, be honest with yourself. Having that mental clarity, especially when it comes to competition, rivalry, conflict, disagreements, strife, and tension. You're being guided to go towards and focus on what inspires you, focus on new ideas, focus on limitless potential, having a free spirit, and just living your life. Planning, progress, making decisions, discovering new things. Focus on trusting your intuition first and foremost at all times. Trusting yourself. Knowing you have this sacred knowledge at this time. So where we at, air signs? I feel like I'm about to go on this. This is, I like the reading. I like it. I think I want to just end your reading right now. I'm just going to pull some Cosmic Wisdom Oracle cards real quick. So your North Node energy. This is about allowing lessons and experiences to unfold at their own pace, and trust that each step is a necessary part of your soul's evolution and part of your self-discovery. Be vigilant about old patterns that may hinder your progress, and embrace the lessons they offer. Integrate the wisdom into your present and your future. Embrace the task before you, knowing that through dedication and hard work, you can achieve your goals and lay the groundwork for your future, air signs. Your heart is filled with compassion and understanding. Embrace this emotional intelligence, for your heart is a beacon that radiates love into the world. Finally, you're being asked to release resistance and surrender to the flow of the vortex. Surrender to the flow of the universe. Air signs. You are being guided to trust the process. Let go of control and embrace the journey into the moment. So I am going to go on that. Wait a minute, just two more. So when it comes to your emotions, know that you embody the essence of empathy and affection. But just as you extend your compassion to others, remember to be compassionate to yourself. Embrace your gift of expression, knowing that your words hold the power to uplift, inspire, create connections with the people around you. So I feel like you got this, air signs. And I truly hope that this message has helped someone. I feel like I might have been all over the place, but I try not to be. Prayer is a dialogue with the universe. Express your wishes in prayer. Express your wishes, express protection, you know what I mean? Cover yourself, air signs, and choose to do the right thing in order for you to be victorious, okay? My name again is KD, and this is my Truth Journey Tarot 777. Please like and subscribe to my channel if you are so inclined, and I do hope to see you next time. Peace, earth signs. I'm sorry, air signs.